Donald Trump's tweet today, "Oh, dessous will annoy many people, including me, who are forced to admit he is right. France and the rest of the EU do make it hard to sell American wines in France, and it's easy for the French to sell wine to the Americans. I've a mate here who sells 2 million bottles a year in the USA, and he drives a smart car and lives in a very big house. On trade, France makes excellent wine, but so does the US. The problem is that France makes it very hard for the US to sell its wines into France, and charges big tariffs, whereas the US makes it easy for French wines, and charges very small tariffs. Not fair, must change." Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump, November 13, 2018. Mr. Trump is famously a teetotaler, yet he can in this instance be said to speak with some authority since he is the proud owner of the Trump Winery, near Charlottesville, Virginia. His latest intervention will doubtless be rapidly denounced as another conflict of interest, not to overlook an escalation of the Super Bowl of superegos with his former pal Emmanuel Macron. The wine produced by Mr. Trump, or supposedly under the supervision of Eric, is compared by one taster to Welch's grape jelly with alcohol, but it would be unfair of me to make a judgment. I have not tried it, and could not if I wanted to, since there is nowhere to buy it. Truthfully, I would buy Trump wine if I could. Or Italian wine, Slovenian wine, Australian wine, Chilean wine, South African wine, even English wine. I kid you not, the climate change thing is working well for viticulture in southern England. But Trump wine, Gallo Hardy Burgundy, nor even the more refined products of the Napa and Sonoma valleys, are simply not available here, and neither is wine from anywhere else. A horrible truth, excluding the products of Trump perhaps, is that American wine is often better, frequently hugely better, than the French stuff on the shelves of our local Super U. For further elucidation on this particular point, I refer to the Judgment of Paris blind tasting, in which French judges compared Chardonnays and Reds, and Californian wine won both, to French national embarrassment. I have taken this issue up with Alain, who runs a high-class wine shop in a nearby town, and told him I wanted Italian wine. He laughed. "The French drink their own wine," he said, "and have no need of others. They are not offered a choice. The wine departments in British supermarkets offer customers wine from more or less everywhere. Consumers here in France, aside from a few rarefied wine shops in the rarefied quarters of Paris and the great cities, will see nothing not made in France. Since I am newly aligned with your president and think much of the French wine industry as a racket, I should warn Mr. Trump that the French, especially around here, have a history of responding violently to attempts to open the wine market. Trucks attempting to import table wine from Spain have been frequently attacked with their contents emptied on the motorways, and a small bomb was exploded at a local Lidl when it briefly offered Spanish plonk. So, good luck with this one, Mr. Trump. On behalf of French consumers, I appeal to you to see this through. I will be pleased to judge for myself the merits of Chateau Trump when I can buy it at Alain's. Jonathan Miller lives in southern France.